Excellent. Thank you for being here, Fred. I appreciate you. Thank you. Come on in. Make yourself comfortable. Grab a cup of tea, cup of coffee, whatever it is you would like to sip on. Hi, Tatiana. Thanks for being here tonight. I'm really happy that you came. I'm trying not to knock the microphone over tonight. And Fred, that's great that you joined. I appreciate you. We're going to clear the readings probably in about 5 to 10 minutes. We'll just wait to see if anybody else who dings their bell gathers with us here at our little beach party. As always, we're here on a nice white sand beach. The stars are out. They're so bright. The moon is reflecting off the ebbing waves of the ocean. We can hear them. We got our fire going, and we're waiting for some members of our tribe to come and sit with us and vibe with us. Oh, Fred, when the names are blue, that means they're very dear and trusted friends of the channel and of the reader, whoever that guy is. The people in blue are the moderators to make sure that the chat stays nice and positive. We want it to stay a safe place. No, I'm heating up, Tatiana. It's starting to warm up where I'm at. How could you become one? Well, Fred, vibe out with us, and the longer you vibe with us and tribe with us, then one day when our phone blows up and if the channel gets really big, then all the people that were here at the beginning will have blue. Hi, Rob. And Fred, did we read your tarot cards earlier today? I can't remember if we did. I'm pretty sure we read for Rob. And welcome, Rob. Thank you for being on the program. Appreciate you being here. Oh, that's okay. Maybe real soon we can read cards for you. You brought the blanket? Okay, I'll let you know if I need some. Will you share it with me if I get cold? Hi, Rob. We're going to clear the readings here in about 5 to 10 minutes. We'll see if anyone else comes along before we do so. Oh no, I got a 9 to 5. Got kids. I got school. I got other hobbies and projects. Goodness. I'm just right now I'm pouring a lot of time into this and nurturing this because we're in the Taurus season. And this is where I chose to focus my focus. See what kind of condition my condition was in for any fans of The Big Lebowski. Because you can set an intention and nurture it, and then you can will it into, make it what you want, Subway, right? And I feel like I've had some help and support, and I definitely directly have. The community of New Age people that join us, that as we learn to New Age together, they've all been very supportive and in their allowance and and just in their presence more than anything. Being present, being mindful, and we get together here at the end of the day, not only to clear the readings, but to start to rest and relax. And for some people, it's already tomorrow, and they join us too. But it's okay because it's just like a beach party, really. Thanks, Tatiana. Maybe Sunday nights if we're hanging out at TL's campfire. I'll be getting all my homework done on a Sunday night because it'll all be due Monday morning. So, Fred, I don't divulge in terms of numbers and aesthetics and locations. I always ask that people refrain from putting in too much personal information into the chat rooms. We trust it. We know it's good vibes, but it is the World Wide Web, so we just want people to be safe and respect one another's privacy. Absolutely. And I'm not offended at all by the question, but there's just a few guidelines that help keep this beach party a safe place to party. If you know what I mean. Exactly, right? And I know it's harmless, but at the end of the day, it's like you don't want to type in the city you live in and which Circle K you work at and what time you go there every day. It's okay. I totally understand too. It's a natural, innate curiosity, and I appreciate the question. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. And Rob, Rob the songwriter, I just wanted to recall that or remember your reading quickly before we clear them. You had the Emperor and the Empress up in your reading. I got to tell you, my friend, I don't know, if you receive a lot of tarot readings or if you're a reader yourself, but I don't see that. You don't see that much. You might still see it in the desert, but that's far and away like it was a pretty incredible thing to come across today. Oh yeah, it means there's something special deep down inside. It's like source or your soul parents. They have a message for you. Yeah, it's really good. And I've actually been having some people come through the comment section saying they actually really like the shuffling SMR. Dream about music, like Mickey Mouse and Fantasia. Like, do the musical notes go all like heffalump and woozle on you? Look at the diamonds galore. Wow, this is the lady in the garden and this is the work. Sometimes if you're not too busy making whoopee, you have a lot of time to be making beautiful creative things and money making, super disco breaking, right? Maurice, welcome to the program. You're appreciated. Some people call me the space cowboy. Yeah. Some call me the gangster of love. Some people call me Maurice, 'cause I speak of the pompatus of love. Maurizio, no Maurice. Mauricio. Netflix. What's that? Just kidding. I know what it is, and yeah, I have it. Yeah, Maurizio. Steve Miller. what is it called? Space Cowboy? I forget what the name of the track is called. I get my loving on the run. Right? It is really good. I agree, Fred. It's just a small group. It's nice to get to know everybody in these small when the session is really small. It's good. And poof, just like that, Maurice, he's in and he's out. And Rob, tell me more about this dream about music. It's really like the notes come bouncing off like heffalumps and woozles. Heffalumps and woozles are very confusing. Yeah, and just do whatever. We do whatever we want because no one tells us that we can't. And, yeah, normally it's 2 videos a day. It's going to slow up a little bit. Space Cowboy. Oh, it's called The Joker. I'm the Joker. I'm the smoker. I'm the midnight toker. Sure don't want to hurt no one. Right. And Tatiana, how was the chat today? Was like everything pretty legit? I really started getting lost and confused today. Like dazed and confused, really. Was it just me or was there a delay or was something like off? And I forgot to timestamp some of the readings. Yeah. Not all the time. Sometimes it's like the sound, right? Like the reds, the yellows, and the oranges, and the pinks, and the purples. Like a dream of just like a beautiful sunset, a colorful place. Right. If you could see the sound, you might still see it in the desert. Welcome to the program, Maya. I'm happy that you're here. And Rob, if you don't mind me asking, what genre of sounds get you most hype, most feeling most excellent? Legendario, Mauricio and Legendario. Let's go save the princess. The Bowser's got her again. Right? And don't listen to Toad. You already know the princess is in another castle. Right? Why listen to that little guy's rhetoric? With opera. My tongue. Oh no. Oh no. Hopefully it's not too gnarly when it's. Oh my goodness. Hopefully your puppy's all right. Silly puppy. AirPods are for people. And how was your day otherwise, Maya? Hope the weather's nice at space camp. Yeah. Hush puppies and slush puppies. It was good, thanks. All sunny. Oh, good. And now it's a perfect starlit night, a time where we can go to the beach. Let's go to the beach. I wish they all could be California girls. The Midwest farmer's daughter really makes you feel alright. And the Southern girls with the way they kiss, they keep their boyfriends warm at night. What is it? But I couldn't wait. California knows how to party. Absolutely. Mauricioso. Maurice. Je m'appelle Noreen. Why is sad gumdrop, Fred Connor? You don't want to go to school tomorrow. How old are you, Fred Connor? You just asked me and I wouldn't tell you. And now I'm like, oh, really? Are you dreading it? Don't dread it. $18. Graduate next week? Well, then heck, you better go. You only got 1 week left. What'll happen when it's all over? You can't go anymore. They're not going to let you come back after you graduate. So you might as well go and look forward to it and enjoy it. Oh, hi, music love. Welcome to the program. Thank you for being here. And music's here, so I'm going to take a small break from shuffling. She's one of our friends that's like, can do without that. And just for a time, we'll kind of swap back and forth. It'll be good. It will be all well. Be most excellent to one another. This channel will get you thinking. It will get you thinking, right? Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? And they paved paradise, put up a parking lot. It's a lesson. It's a metaphor for life. You got to appreciate it while it's there, because the moment it's gone and you feel like you miss it, that's where things like resentment and regret can slip in. And you don't want that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Late last night, I heard the screen door slam. And a big yellow taxi and took my old man away, right? I got quite a few favorites, Maurice. Definitely. Eddie Vedder, Bruce Springsteen, Jimmy Page. So many good ones. It's hard to narrow it down just to a few. Right? Crooners. Absolute crooners. And do you know who Freddie Mercury is, Maurice? He is pretty good. He could belt out a tune. He really could. I mind a little bit of Steve Earle too. I think it's Steve Earle where he's like, you better stay away from Copperhead Road. Wish I could remember how the lead into that one. Snoop Legend Dog. Rolling. Yeah. Sipping on gin and juice. Laid back. With Mega Flare Mike on the microphone. Yeah, welcome Mega Flare Mike. Appreciate you being here. I've actually been taking requests. Not yet, Maya. I heard that everyone says you have to absolutely see it. And I'm like, okay, I will. And then I don't. And then somebody starts talking about it again. They're like, hey, absolutely, you have to see this. I'm like, okay, I will, and then I don't. Then I meet somebody else. You get the point. You get the picture, right? Absolutely. Do I use a Rita, a Ritida, or a Tidada? Yes. I live in a land quite far away from most of the viewership. We were broadcasting from the moon today, and it was legit. No, just teasing. And if you, for those of you watching later, know that I love you very, very much. Absolutely. Um. Oh my goodness. He ignored you. Oh, what a jerk. Not even in a flood, he wouldn't open his heart just a little bit. I am profoundly and deeply apologetic, Tatiana. And to you, Genesis, big hugs. That's a bummer. Why people got to be like that? You know? Absolutely. Mauricio, you got to make it to the kitchen in the morning. That's your goal. Get to the kitchen. Get some food. Eat your vegetables and have a good sleep. Okay? Absolutely. Hi, Misty. Thanks for coming to the Afterglow beach party thing that we do. It's a beautiful starlit night, and I hope everybody has nice weather where they're at. And unfortunately, Genesis is dealing with a little bit of flooding there, right? And just needs a big hug. Hi, Misty. Yeah. And I'm sorry I haven't been able to connect through the tarot for you, Genesis. It must just be like, it's like, it has a very soupy feeling to it. Really, like, it's just like tarot wants to present surface. And even then, to me as the reader, it doesn't even seem like it makes sense. So hopefully you can pull yourself into a better pockets of energy, better places of, where you can be to experience more beautiful things in your life. Absolutely. Great big hugs. Yeah. And you'll own it. You'll do just fine, regardless of what Clown Shoes does. Okay. Hi, Lisa Chase. Welcome to the program. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being new here. It's awesome when people come in off the beach and find us having a little campfire over on the edge of the palm trees in the Zen garden, and they stop in and say hello. And I hope that you feel most welcome here. We're a very benevolent tribe of beings that hang out in this little corner of the internet, and we share our love and our appreciation for one another and for our environment, for Gaia, right? Broadcasting live from Gaia kind of stuff, right? Yeah, it's been great. It's really great. And we're going to move in now to our little ritual D-Low habitual where we release today's readings. So for Rob and whoever else was there that might have got a reading, Misty is here now. She got a reading today. We're going to let go of them, right? Just before we do, like, an amazing read for your mom today, and I hope it really, I don't know, just connected her or let you rest assured that no matter what dreams may come, to reference that old Robin Williams movie, there is hope and wonder and inspiration to one another. Fred Connor, we get around to everyone eventually. And if you didn't get a reading, just take a deep breath in, go. Feel it and breathe right into your heart. Breathe in all that good air. down into and feel how good it feels to breathe. So what we do is just kind of a little ritual for letting go, for remembering, like, as serious as it is and as much as it affects us, and no matter how bad sometimes things can seem and things can actually get, we always have our higher self, our spirit guides, angels, however you want to look at it, there to say, you can truly let go of it all, And what a powerful message, learning to new age together in a practical way. I can't imagine the amount of wisdom that is here in the room, that all you beautiful ladies and gentlemen carry with you into your day and into your relationships and into your own futures, really. So the tarot can act as a bit of a central processor to help that in times of trouble. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be, right? And that album hit the charts. Was it on the 7th when we had the Beatles up on the Legends of Tarot? That album was released way back in 63. But anyways, here's a bay leaf. It's a bit of an odd shaped one tonight. Each one is unique as it comes out of the little bag. So we're going to go ahead and light it and say, I think we'll reference the movie one more time. What dreams may come. Oh, it was a quick flamer. We didn't get to see it really go off. But that's okay. That's all it needed to be today. The energies being what they were. Each day is a little different. It's unique. It's a day, but each one's going to burn down a little different. Each day is going to feel a little different. Each day is going to look a little different, right? But by the end of it, hopefully we're realizing it for the gift, the day for the gift that it is in the morning and not too late at night, right? All right, so there we are. And welcome, Lisa Chase. Welcome, Fred Connor and Music Love. Thank you for being here. We're going to move into the 62 card Akashic Tarot just for some more shuffle sounds. Yeah, it's going to be a wild 10 days, 9 to 10 more days. This full moon's really going to shift the energy, acting as a timestamp, That's it. We talked about that mega flare. Yeah, we did. It was we were wondering if the broadcast was delayed and somehow, maybe for her, in case she was many time zones away and maybe the internet connection wasn't super stable. But that was a wild thing to get my head around. I almost felt like somebody was kind of hitting me from behind with a golf club. Because it also happened with I think was it Ashley W? Yeah, it could be. Speak to the architect, please. You need to go speak to the architect. Yeah. And it does. It feels so nice. And I'm burning up tonight. The last few nights I've needed a blanket to be here. And now tonight I'm just roasting, warm. But it's good. We let those readings go and they're gone. And it's nice to see Leo and Sagittarius really starting to come around, and they've been due for a break and a bit lighter energies. And it's nice to see them actually peaking back up in fullness and happiness, right? Still just want to sit here and chirp Capricorn for a few more weeks, but let me think. If I don't have my birth chart with me. I'd have to check. I think I'm maybe I'd have to check. I can't recall. Yeah, Genesis. You know you're going to be okay. You know that, right? Innately just know that. No matter what, right? The release tells you it. And it's kind of like allowance. People say, don't worry. Try not to worry. Try not to worry your head about it. But it's very difficult, right? It can be very difficult. But there's like this level of allowance that can occur, you know. It starts with just like, maybe it's just something that you just can't quite fix. You know, it's just a little bit beyond your reach, you know. And then you say, okay, well, I accept the fact that this is maybe beyond my reach right now. Maybe not forever, but right now, right? It makes me feel horrible, or it makes me feel mad, or it makes me feel, you know, not so happy. Makes me want to do more for my own happiness, right? But it's really a point of allowance where if you can rest assured, even in times of discomfort, you can really become as truly wise as a sage, or, you know, a master of your own experience, right? What it is, people, what it is. Fred, we're going to stream until our fire dies down a little bit and we feel like we've, you know, intuited enough messages for one day. And the program might have to run a little short tonight because I'm out of candle. My candle's burned really low. So if the table starts on fire, well, then that's just Tatiana having Aries and Venus over there. And you're most welcome here anytime, Genesis. Anytime you need a big hug, virtual or not, please stop by. And Maya, thank you for being so supportive. It's so beautiful when you see the support going on in the chat. You know, maybe one day we can all go to a real beach fire together. Wouldn't that be something? We'll just go rent a beach somewhere and go there. It'll be fun and lots of good things to eat. Right? And I'm allowed to wish for it in my heart because it's a Heart Center Thursday. Well, Friday for many now. Most people it's Friday. Just us California cool kids, right? Well, you know, if we ever got to that point, Mega Flare Mike, you know, it would be like some sort of like, it would be like divine intervention. And then it might just be like, okay, as long as you make your way there, then just eat some good things. And you know, you wouldn't have to pack your lawn chair. We'd make sure there was enough for everybody. We'd make sure there was enough for everybody. Okay, and thanks to the moderators and Mega Mike, Genesis, and Misty. Whoever's here wants to set a little intention. We're going to split the deck soon. Music love, if you're hanging out. Oh, that one felt good. These cards are just glossy enough. And they're an interesting size for it. Okay. This is kind of neat. We'll see how this presents. We've got the card of the Muse and the Master Artisan. Wow. Subject and subject matter. Maybe we can ask ourselves, What do we subjugate? What do we subject ourselves to? What subject are we interested in? What level of willingness are we allowed to become the muse, right? To be the muse, to act as the muse. And then other times, maybe we want to be more like the master artisan, right? We would rather paint than be painted, you know? And that goes into that old message where it's like the poet becomes the poem. And Rob, for you, the singer or the songwriter becomes the song, right? What an interesting contrast. This split provides both contrast and balance, right? And perception, what is the subject? Can it truly be nonlinear? Does it have to retain some sort of linear sanity in order to make it make sense, in order to conform to something else that we've been taught? Or can it be truly abstract? Can it be truly fundamentally inspired spark? The nothingness that becomes the somethingness, the wasn'tness that becomes the isness, because we reflected on it. We put the paintbrush to the canvas. We put the pen to the paper. We put the bop in the bop, she bop, she bop. And we put the dip in the dip. Right? If we help people fall in love, if we do our inner work to a point where we can explode and do our light work outside, then that's great. That's absolutely great. The inner work, and then comes out like a light or a beautiful flower from the bottom of the jungle, right? Exactly. So a neat little split there. And it felt good when it came. What contrast, what subjugation, what understanding, what inspires you, right? That's cool. Well, that's exactly it, Nourish. That beautifully stated. Very well stated. Yeah. Absolutely, Fred Connor. If you come back on the other program, lately it's been called 99.9 LOT, Legends of Tarot 99.9. If you look for us there a little bit earlier in the day, depending on where you're at, you kind of, we'll say hi to Fred Connor and we'll welcome you aboard, and, we can read some cards for you at that time, But for now, we're just vibing out. We're just resting and we're just listening to tarot. Coming into that point where it's like, let's just settle down. It's not Nakatomi Plaza. It's just a little glitch in the matrix. That's okay. Sometimes we're on Sunday morning, like a weekly gig, right? Sometimes the pro gets on a little bit late. And pretty soon I'm going to have both school and work too. Wow. I'm so happy to have met you all and been able to chat with you all. And I get this feeling like I don't want it to stop. I might have to slow down for a time. It'll be good. But I was really appreciative that I had some extra hours to pour this much nurture into this particular expression, I guess you could call it, so that we can have it moving forward. It'll be like we could treat it like a resource, right? Yeah, these beach nights are sweet. School starts January. Her career changes for me in October, and I have to move at the end of August. Oh my goodness, it's all gonna be like, wow. Yeah, it's the bittersweet Symphony that's life. Try to make ends meet. You're a slave to money, then you die. Right? Was that the Verve? The Verve, I think it was called. Bittersweet Symphony. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah, I think that woke a lot of, that song in particular woke a part of me up. Mostly to, like, we don't talk about politics or conspiracies or too much about aliens on this channel. Sometimes a little bit, but mostly out of respect to them. But that particular song kind of made me, and I was like, there has to be more purpose than what I'm seeing here. You know, the muse needs to be a lot more. It needs to have more depth. Otherwise, my picture's over. I glued my macaroni to the dang cardboard sheet and handed it in. I'm done. Take it to the Louvre. You know, it's just okay. It was just all right. I get it's the Mona Lisa. I get it. It's the King of Thrones. It's just all right. It's just all right. Because what's really important, what's really more than just all right, what's in the human heart? What's in the potentiality of human spirit? Absolutely. Humor is the clearest channel of benevolence I believe that exists on this planet. Laughter, joy. I have a couple inspirations. John C. Reilly and Jack Black come to mind. And Mitch Hedberg I was feeling some Mitch Hedberg earlier today. And Carlin's great too. Absolutely, Mega Mike. Yeah, we die. Yeah. I'm out for a swim. Maybe that's what it is. I got too hot by the campfire and I went across the beach and went for a little swim. And maybe I got out there in some of the deep waters. What is it? Jangle me in shallow waters before I get too deep. What I am is what I am. Are you what you are or what? What I am is what I am. Are you what you are or what? Some of you remember that song. You may or may not. But you know what? Even in the funness and the fairness, they do their plays from they do their best from their state of consciousness. And if the outcome or their gift is benevolent laughter without, really making someone sad, then it's okay. We've been a little appropriate on this channel before too, because it's natural. It's taboo. It's only a problem if we don't talk about it. So it's good that people like that are out there and can do it in a way where we can have Gumdrop can have a laugh out about a laugh out loud about it. Oh yeah, Bill Burr's pretty good too, Maya. And welcome, Nourish. I feel like you were in the chat for quite a time and forgot to say hi now. Yeah, feels nice tonight. Isn't that just something though? But it's like I did that to a few people where I was like, namaste. Like I saw Brianna in the chat and I was like, read her comment, and I was like, even said something about the comment without acknowledging Brianna, and I was like, I gotta try to do better at that. I'm gonna try to do better than that. I'm so mad. Thank you, Nourish. I thank you for that feedback. I think I was really nervous when I first started, and now, especially on this program, I feel like I'm sort of settling in. I can't wait to put out some pre-recorded content now for you guys. I think it's gonna feel really good. Hopefully nobody's buffering. My computer's doing weird things. Is it? Splish splash, I was taking a bath. All about a Saturday night. A rub dub, just a scrubbing in the tub, thinking everything was alright. And then, what's more, there was someone at the door. Oh, I forget how the rest of that one goes. How about Dan Gallagher? Anybody remember Dan Gallagher, the prop comedian? Prior to Carrot Top? Stuff used to make me laugh. And I can't remember the other guy. Oh, Stephen Wright, of course. Stephen Wright. And I can't think of the guy's name, but I know he was on this movie with Weird Al Yankovic, where Weird Al Yankovic had a TV station, a TV network, and he played this carpentry teacher, and he was trying to use a table saw. He cut his thumb off, and it was like bleeding everywhere. Oh, what the heck was his name? Oh, I would know it if I heard it. No, it's pretty dated, Maya. And I'm probably explaining it in not the best way. Hi, Laura. Welcome. I'm in separation and I'm in heat. Meow. I almost got ate by a cougar the other day. Can you believe that? It's okay, Laura. And just relax. And breathe into it. All the way down into it if you have to. How good it feels just to breathe. It's amazing. Yeah. Emo Phillips, that's right. Thank you, Fred Connor. Emo Phillips, he made me laugh really good too. That's right. Yeah. Oh, you looked it up? Google machine. Thanks for doing that. Appreciate it. It's on YouTube. Yeah, it's pretty funny. He's like, just call me Mr. Butterfingers. He kind of, Emo Phillips has that way of talking. He said he got pulled over for distracted driving for changing the cassette deck. He said he almost had the new one installed. I can't remember. I'm probably not good at recapping it. But say it. Yeah, Weezer. Your love is a heartbreaker. Wrestle with Jimmy. Something is bubbling inside of the bed. And I say, this way is a monster to be to reach for every day. So be cool. Potentially, Steve. I'm not being able to like put a shtick or a face to the name, but it seems familiar. Right? And Carol Burnett. How about Bob and Doug McKenzie? To Adam Sandler in the reunion last Saturday night. I heard it was an epic program. I haven't seen it yet. That stuff made me laugh. Second City TV, Mad TV. Remember Jim Carrey, Mad TV? And Key and Peele as the gym teacher. What the heck was the gym teacher's name? It's pretty good. Nah, I'm too dinosaur for Snapchat. Can't get into it. Yeah. Mike Myers. Who are you looking at, Mo Baden? So funny. Party on, Wayne. Party on, guard. No, I don't do that either. I'm not a social media. Not yet. Maybe this channel will inspire some of those things for me, but not right now. I might make a Facebook, right? What's a Facebook? All right. Do we want to set another intention? We'll do another split, and then we'll take a little bit of a shuffle break. And Laura, thanks for being on the program. Thanks for joining us. Sorry you're going through a separation, a heated separation. Meow. Meow. Yeah, welcome, Steve. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you, Steve. Thank you. Oh, that's all right. I don't know how long. We might not stay all that long tonight either. We'll see. We'll see. Rub-dub, just a scrub it in the tub. We've got the card of clearing the way and the Queen of Roses. Queen of Hearts, come down and dance. What about Johnny Carson, Dave Letterman? Legendary hosts. Legendary comedians. Queen of Hearts, come down and dance, right? Do. For maybe, so this is clearing the way to connection, clearing the way to breaking free of the certain stigmas of, maybe how wrapped up we get, how comfortable we get in striking up a conversation in a supermarket, even though the other person might be, RBF or in their own world. It's tough to wake people out of their pattern. It's tough to even get them to smile sometimes at you from their own blockage, even when you go out into the world with such amazing light and with the intention of making everybody's day brighter. And sometimes all you get is just butt hurtness and poo-poo face looking back at you. That's a bummer, man. But it's okay. But the way needs to be cleared. The love needs to be shared. And you're doing it. And no matter if the beings around you accept it or can reflect it or not, please just know that your light work is being done. You hit them on at least some subtle level each and every time. If you can't get a hello or a smile out of them, it's okay. It's okay. They can choose. They have their right to their will. They have their right to lay down like a big log or fight their way through it and become part of the energy and part of the light themselves. So people forget about the powers of their own intuition. They forget about the powers of their own innate ability to love and make the situations around them better. They get stuck in worry. They get stuck in business. They get stuck in the melodrama of their own mind, worrying about a tomorrow that is never guaranteed. So we can understand them and we can still smile at them. We can still say, hey, I wish the best for you in all things today, no matter where you are, no matter what you're dealing with. So, as you're clearing your way, or if you're ever maybe not seeing your way, or seeing that you can pass through that way, just remember you don't want to lose touch with the formidable, awesome power of love that you are. You don't want to be the one that can't see the intention behind the smile of a little old lady at a Safeway or a Rally's. Why not? Why would you not smile back? Why would you choose to hide your love away, to buy a house and always keep the door locked and never feel comfortable to express love outside of that locked door? Steve's right. We're in a bit of an epidemic like that, and it's really hard for us as light workers as we progress and as we want to make change. And what we're seeing is like we can't let the fear win. So let your smiles, let your laughter, let it be heard on the mountaintop. Laugh from the belly as loud as you want. Heck, go to the Walmart and tickle all the Elmos at once. See people just stare at you, that kind of thing. Ask the poor guy at the drive-thru how it works if you're supposed to go to the next window, that kind of thing. Help people to think outside of the box if you can. Creative problem solving. Thank you for the beautiful Dandelion Nourish Heal Live. I appreciate that. That's great. You got 2 items? I don't have to be anywhere till 7 o'clock. Get on in there. Get ahead of me in line. That kind of thing. And, if people are caught up in their melodramas, maybe like everything else, like a wave, it'll arise and then it'll subside too. You can never know. They could be perfectly happy in their heart inside that house and inside that locked door. I guess maybe I just wish we were seeing more way clearing in terms of community and building and pushing forward. Like we said with the muse and the creator, it's like get the inner work to that point where it's ready to burst out in a form of expression. So I've always had a thing like street performers, right? For sure. You throw a nickel or a fiver in their hat because you're appreciating how they can gather a circle of people together just like that. And if we had more people in the world that could gather a circle of people together like that, more people would feel comfortable enough to hold hands with that people, like very Dr. Seuss, like Whoville style, right? At Christmas, where they all hold hands around, like it can be done. It can work. And I feel innately that it will eventually work. Our grandchildren are going to be like the masters of it. And they're going to look and they're going to say, hey, these were the forerunners. These were the people that recognized the problems. So now we can have the best of both worlds. We can have a super convenient technology and healthy body lifestyle, but we can also have a love in, share spiritually, grow, and it's amazing. It's tough though. We still got that little thing called the Olympics. This old energy of like, what's rooted in competition is desirable, right? But we don't want to breed contempt. We don't want to breed bullying, who is better. And it's very linear and is going to slowly become old energy, right? At least I have a feeling that it will be, And nothing against the major leagues of baseball or anybody like that, but, it's okay. Mr. Miyagi, have you come to teach? Well, thanks, Fred Connor. Appreciate it. I'm glad we helped your night be a little more relaxing. And Nourish Heal Live, thank you. I really appreciate you. Your microdot's big. You look so beautiful in your microdot. I really love your smile there. And thank you for the dandelion and the little blue crocus. It's so awesome when we can share flowers on the beach. Cheers to you in abundance and flowing abundance. The abundance abound. May it be yours. May it flow from your hands and may it flow into your hands. Ace of Cups, Styles, Sillies. It's great. Thank you so much. Have a good sleep, Fred. Absolutely. Cheers to you. Still radiating on the thank you waters. And I know maybe sometimes I get a little bit too, I don't know, Hopi. Not the Hopi Indian tribe, but like I get a little bit too Hopi as in the art of like over hoping for all things being healed and real. But because the contrast teaches us so much. We smile and somebody comes back at us looking poo-poo face. We recognize the contrast for what it is. And maybe that's like a boost to us saying, keep going. Don't worry. That one didn't resonate or that person couldn't pick up what we were putting down. When really all it was a potential for a hug or the potential for a, have a coffee. Yeah, thanks for being here, Fred Connor. Absolutely. Good luck at school. I'll be there soon. Peace, Fred. Peace, brother. Be well. Be most excellent to one another. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I think sometimes I think too much. But the cards help. I know, it's a tough goal. I think sometimes that's why I feel like even though it leads to a bit more isolation, we're lucky to have our cars. Because then we can get in there and scream at people and be upset from our car. Not too much, just a little, just what I'm saying, right? And I've been really feeling it these couple weeks. Bumper to bumper traffic. People driving all over the parking lot like it's just a free-for-all. That kind of thing. No, absolutely no road rage. But it's better than shopping cart rage. You know what I mean? And that, we talked about it, Safeway or rallies, a little old lady in the Safeway, right? On a busy like Sunday afternoon when the shopping carts are going 60 kilometers an hour in there, you get worried for her. You get, people reaching for the last bag of sweet chili heat because they haven't even got a chance to stock the dang shelves. It's been so busy, right? And it is a busyness of the season and it's okay, but it's very, yeah, maybe I need to just be quiet a little bit. We celebrated the Coke being on sale for 133 years yesterday. So you've been able to buy a Coke for 133 years. And the joke back in school was, sit down here, have a Coke, sit down, a smile, and shut up. That's what they would say in school. Yeah, likely. Absolutely, Tatiana. Thank you for being here. I wonder if the studies show that there were more babies born after Coca-Cola first came on sale. The sweetness of it all, right? The syrupy, right? Now anymore, it's like, and again, a little bit, just a little bit. It's okay. You don't want to get too dang down into it and pulling your energies and stuff. But absolutely, Tatiana. God forbid anything crazy happening to our connection. We won't go anywhere. And it's a nice gathering on the beach tonight. Last night was really good too. I really felt a really amazing, in sync, wise vibe from the tribe last night. Tonight, it's like we were welcoming a few new people that got readings for the first time today and found out where we hang out. We found some more cool kids. It's cool kids only, right? It's just a facade. It's just yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Kind of like learning how to do it. I'm just on the 52 card playing deck now. Yeah. And what do you like to do with your inspiration, Nourish? Are you a visual arts? Are you a performing arts? Are you a dancer? Or are you a literary creative genius? It's good to be inspired. A creator, a sculptor, a builder of cities, a builder of worlds. Yeah. I'm about to lose one of my candles. They started out like super tall. You're motivated. Nice. Get up on that dance floor. You can do it. We can help. Exactly. I have a cousin that speaks as a motivational speaker. It's amazing what the spirit will do with just the right word in the right setting. It's great. Matt Foley. We forgot to talk about Chris Farley in terms of our funny people. Matt Foley, motivational speaker. And that's good. Because you must know, Nourish, how to you must motivate beyond speech, beyond words. Because what an action can do. What's that, comedy? Oh, scary. I could never handle that lifestyle or that career, I don't think. Maybe. I'd end up being with Maya telling the corniest dad jokes ever. Had my administrative assistant asked me today if I needed any stationery. I said, no, I got to get a move on. And I was on my way out the door. Just like funny stuff. I'd end up, just like that level of absolute fromage, cheesiness, nice wellness coaching. Nice. You put people off. You piss people off. Well, a lot of people don't want to hear what tarot has to say. I remember times when I've been doing readings over the phone and you'd just be reading and you'd be super into it and you were feeling so connected with tarot, and then they just go click. They'd hang up the phone. You said something they didn't want to hear. Tarot had a message that didn't jive with their painting. Really good quality. And I can always tell when Will Smith has been to my area because of the fresh prints in the snow. Approximately 20 to 30 times a day, right? Yeah. You know what it is with that. Or will he come back? We had a fight. Will he come back? Right? And it's rough because it opens, and we kept it very real with Soul Illumination last night. She's a very real when it comes to like how people do and how people are. It was tough because you just wish that you could like lift them up, carry them to their new relationship, set them down in front of their new person and say, look, right? But you can for sure. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. On the tarot scene, right? And it's still like my earliest memories of it are like, you know, the whole late night infomercial. Call Miss Cleo, right? $7.99 a minute. Right. And unfortunately that got really ugly back before the internet at the time. The company, the communication company, would take most of that money, and the readers would see like not even like 5% of it. You know, the readers were encouraged, keep them on the line, keep them on the phone as long as you can, get them to call you back, get them to ask for you by name. That was the whole like motivation, the spill behind it. If I'm spilling the beans on a lot of stuff here, it's okay. I see lots of woke tarot readers now in the age of Aquarius. I think we're in the safe zone. I think we've won. I think we've did it all right. Like we're going to be okay, right? Where it's like use the tarot to help somebody see things for what it is so that they can move on. They can begin to heal, and they themselves can begin to awaken. Not saying like, oh, you haven't seen him in 7 years? I'm sure he still loves you. According to this, he still loves you. Yeah, but I think we're winning. And hi, Chanel C. It's good to see you. That's great. Oh, I didn't even know that. It was just a number I pulled out. It was so long ago, it was probably only like $2.99 a minute, which is still $45 for 15 minutes. You know, $100 for half an hour. Yeah, coaching. I was actually blessed enough to get some university courses in the art of coaching. Some great techniques. You know, the professor said, like, if you're breaking a sweat, you're doing too much work. You know, put it in the form of a question, like Jeopardy. What would it feel like? What would it be like if you tried this? Right? Very much so. But the tarot's very good in acting as that supercomputer. I still stand firm behind the mysticism and the uncanny synchronicity in which it can operate. It's amazing what it will tell you about exactly what's going on, and the possible timelines and the possible potentialities of things, the likelihood or the unlikelihood of them, based on the way the energies stand. Right? Yeah. Well, for me, it was always just like the ethical thing, right? Do the right thing. You know, you don't want to stand in somebody's vulnerable space and say, look, like I said, you just want to kindly like pick them up, carry them to their happiness, and set them down. Here, you're here now. You'll be just fine. Hello, Nicole 94. Welcome to the program. Thank you for being here. This is your twin? This is your twin, Chanel C? You look so beautiful in your microdots. I can see the resemblance. Haha. Thanks for being part of the program, Nicole 94. I'm so glad you're here. You're also beautiful in your microdots. It's great. Welcome to the beach party. Thanks, Maya. All right. Chanel C's here with twin sister. That's great. Yeah, that's right. That's true. Because it was like Has Love and Hamu Love. They were twins as well. So great. Excuse me. Our sacred party. What a great way to put it. Thanks, Mega Flare Mike. And please, Nicole 94, do feel comfortable here. And as well, Nourish, I agree. It should kind of like flow like that river. You off? Are you off? Thanks for being here, and thank you for the beautiful dandelion. I appreciate you. That's really awesome. Thank you so much. And I gotta come over and check you out. Okay. I'm gonna make sure I do that. With that beautiful dandelion acts as a direct link, so I can get over there and hit the bell, Nourish Heal Live, because I'm definitely gonna need next winter. I'm gonna need some awesome live chat places to be in and vibe with you guys too. And thank you for your presence. Thank you for your innate gift and loving presence. I appreciate you, Nourish You Live. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see this. Well, not quite twins, but it's interesting. A King of Wands here with a Four of Cups. I just wanted to say a special, kind of welcome back to the Leos and the Sagittarians of the world who are going through so much. It seemed like things have gotten a little bit easier for them. They've had a rough time, upwards of the last 4 months, month to 4 months, right? Kind of upheavals, toss and turning, energy. Even the Aries season for them wasn't they could feel like they caught their breath, but it's how much felt like it was being ripped away. There was more questions for them than answers. And it's this elemental and this astrological thing where it's you weren't meant to suffer. We weren't born to hurt. But, depending on what we wrote into our Akash, there's certain times of the season or of lifetimes where it's the dominant personality characteristics and traits do not suit you well, perhaps, in the collective, and you need to wait a time before they do again. So it's okay. when things we think we talk about these next couple of weeks getting a little topsy-turvy, roller coastery, for some signs it's just the opportunity they need to feel like they're catching up, that it's like, okay, the world actually does make sense again a little bit, and I don't feel so far removed, or I don't feel like so far regressed. And like you can see your Sagittarians and your Leos making stride, rise, like feeling like their good old selves again. Very good at like fighting off terrible sticky energy, but yet maybe just feeling like a lower energy, like wow, I'm getting tired of all this. I wish I knew more. I wish it was more of an answer than a question. Right? So that's it. Just because the King of Wands is here, I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Right? Look at him. He's just like, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, is it for real? I want to let go completely. But what purpose would that serve? So there's definitely like that conflict, but there's mastery there. Once they've done it a couple times, they get back to feeling like their old self. And the next time they're presented with lessons of patience or, inequality or not knowingness again, they keep reacting better and better and better. And each time it gets easier and easier and easier, as it would for anybody out there, right? Maybe a little bit less emotionally charged, to the point where we would do something passionately silly. And it's good. Chanel C., thank you for bringing your sister to the beach. It's really good. That's very nice of you. We're just having a small party tonight. Thank you. Oh yeah, because you have Leo, right? Mega Mike? You have some Leo? She did? And she's like, where is this person from? Why do they sound like a Chattanooga choo-choo train? Why do they say all this whacked out mambly bambly things? Oh, hopefully Mr. Kitty's there too, or Dexter the dog. Hopefully Dexter the dog's listening too. Yeah. Mellow. That reminds me. So who brought the marshmallows? Wait, mallows. Marshmallows. Marshmallows? And the little gumdrop. Yeah. Mellow yellow. We don't get that in Canada. They don't let us have mellow yellow or Mr. Pibb. We're not allowed. Lisa Chase, thank you for being here. I feel like you're like new to our star party, to our beach party and thank you for vibing with us. I really appreciate you. It's we have a pretty close, amazing tribe. And it's very awesome for you to come to be here. And please feel welcome here. Know that you're welcome here anytime to vibe with us. And if you catch us on the other program, I'd love to do cards for you one day. Okay? And have a good sleep and dream sweetly. Okay? Thank you. Hi, Cherry Blossom. Cherry. And Tatiana's back and Cherry Blossom's here. That's great. It's a party now, people. It's a party. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Come on in anytime. Anytime. Mega Flare Mike and I are really lucky. We get to be surrounded by such beautiful ladies. We're all such beautiful souls here. We're the luckiest guys on the interweb. Interwebs. Yeah. What is it? Sorry, I'm not home right now. I'm walking into spider webs, but leave a message and I'll call you back. A likely story, but leave a message and I'll call you back. Interwebs, yeah. I tell all the preppers and the doomsday people on YouTube, I say, well, if it ever goes terrible, come to Canada, because whatever's happening, it'll happen in Canada like 20 years later. So if you're worried about the world ending, just move to Canada, because it'll take 20 years before it reaches our pop culture. That's the one with the orange. They were from Orange County. That's right. I'm just teasing. We don't talk about politics or conspiracy or doomsday or any of that. Why will that in? We're the winners. We won. Okay. The world's not gonna come crumbling down in a walls of Jericho style. We might need to do some big, huge levels of healing, but we won. And the rest we can consider as cosmic disillusionment. But we'll be here for Gaia, and Gaia will be here for us. And I don't feel anything in the etheric realm or energies or dreams or prayers or anything that says anything different. Because we know about things that are more beautiful. Just like Laura. Meow. That's funny. In Toronto for a couple weeks. That's cool. I'm way over on the other side. It's almost 11:11 where I'm at. Welcome, Neurolay. Welcome to the program. Make your life great again. Make your life great again. Nobody here is. If anybody is, please refer to the sign on the beach. And pants make the top worst inventions of all time. Top 5 worst inventions of all time. It's not because we're feeling randy. Sorry if your name is Randy. But it's not because we're feeling randy. It's because it just feels better. It just feels better. But we'll keep this channel PG-13. I'm not going to touch that with a. I'm not going to read into that deeper than what it says. My candle finally went out. It's done sauce. That's what you're in space camp. Let's get it going, like Willy Wonka style when they go through the tunnel. Oh yeah, we were talking about the inappropriateness. Well, how it, sometimes we need it to add some contrast and fun to our day, right? Have a laugh. Gumdrop needs to have a laugh. He goes off his rocker. He's all on tilt. He's laughing so hard. Because maybe it was mildly inappropriate. That's good, right? Sorry, not sorry? Is that what you're saying, Tatiana? Sorry, not sorry? I'm sorry. It's okay. Who was watching Austin Powers? The mic. Behave. All right. Yeah. I'm just hauling away because I've got the 0% juice. No nicotine. We're going nicotine free tonight. Feels good. It feels good to have a deep breath. Yikes. Yikes. They're little scaries. Look at the little scaries. It's okay. We've always been a part of the allowance of that expression, especially here where it feels safe. Because that's what, that's what Mike Myers. Yeah, that's so funny. Keeping it, you don't want to keep it chained up. You need to let it off the clevis. Absolutely. Little scaries. It's a good little emoji. Mischievous. I don't know if I know John Mulaney, Maya. I would have to look it up. It sounds familiar. I probably have to look it up. Just keep forgetting. John Mulaney. And hopefully it's nice where you're all at. Surrounded by warmth and goodness. And Chanel and her twin sister came, and I'm so happy. That's really cool. Wow, I bet she's highly intuitive. I bet she's super psychic, Cherry Blossom. Just one moment, folks. I'll just be 1 second. Thank you. Hello? I love you too. See you soon. I'll wake you up in the morning. Okay. One of my favorite people is going off to dreamland. Yeah, and I'm just an amateur, really, when it comes to astrology. I don't really mess around with a lot of like figuring out birth charts and doing all the research. To be honest, I just don't have the time to dedicate to this. It could be like a 4-year program. Yeah, absolutely. It's good. The SMR, the astrology. Astrology should be astrology sound something resonance. I don't even know what it stands for. SMR. Tarot. And I was really inspired to that whole like Teal Swan or Ralph Smart movement to be like, you're beautiful. Like, appreciate your worth. Become the best version of yourself. That was huge for my reasoning and my wanting to do this. But tarot was what I knew. So I'm like, let's use it like a catapult. It's a good tool. Sometimes I use a wrench as a hammer. Why not? Fuse it. Make it work. Sometimes it takes a whole lot of duct tape to get it to stick there just right. Maya. Wow. I hope, I'll probably need to disconnect really soon. But it's a feel-good vibe, right? It's like Sloan. If it feels good, do it. Even if you shouldn't. Don't let people mess you around. If you guys want, we could start going through the cards and like learning them. their traditional meanings. We could totally do that. We could make a segment or a part of a program if we wanted to. Cherry's down. Yeah, Nicole 94, yes please. Me too, let's do it. Okay. Yeah, it would just be like the traditional meanings. I don't know how much like new we could contrive if we were like simply just talking about the card. Right. So yeah, let's begin. Let's begin on that. Let's maybe starting next program, we'll use this deck to do it. And we can start with, you guys want to start with the majors or the minors? Super! It is, yeah, it would be super awesome. The majors, 1 vote for majors. Tarot 101. The 212s and the 313s and the 818s. What does it all mean? We had one up. There was a, what was it? There was a 717 today in somebody's reading. The numerical palindrome, right? Numerology can be fun too. So yeah, and it's like we could go through card by card, help everybody along their way. But really it's like the power pack, that the 8-hit combo that really is like gets you going. Or what do these two mean when they show up together? Like, what are reversals all about, you know? The 808 kick drum, bass drum snare. Who was that? Was it Biggie Smalls, or was it like, nothing sounds quite like the 8? No, it was the Beastie Boys. Nothing sounds quite like the 808. Money making, super disco breaking. Yeah, well, and like, you know, sometimes it's very surface. Tarot will present differently based on whatever connection the reader is having as well. Like knowing the person you're reading for has set an intention. It's like tarot can then tell the story on its own. And then you get all kinds of different stuff, like these derivatives. Like this is a 62 card deck, and this is an 81 card deck. And it's like, I just feel blessed to be able to have known tarot in both the age of Pisces and in the age of Aquarius. I feel it was like a double blessing in a way for me, because the nature of, you know, why we were reading tarot, why we were doing cards, it changed. It's different. It really did feel more like the story it wanted to tell you, and the purpose behind it was like we had less mysticism and more transparency and truth and awakening in it. And it's really nice. It's really nice the way it can connect. Yeah, letting it tell a story, right? And here, just one of the ones I flipped up. This number 4 major, this Emperor card. He was out and about today, along with his pal, the King of Swords. Right? You know, there's certain, I guess, rules. I guess you could call them rules, or there's certain boundaries. You know, what's out of bounds? Mars truly out of bounds. You know, when it comes to reading. And that's part of your journey. How much am I supposed to be seeing? How much am I allowed to see? How much is real and how much is like, am I guessing? Is this real? Why is it presenting like this? All of that stuff. But the Emperor, for example, you know, comes out as a definitive measure in tarot. Definitive. You must. This must. It will. It won't, right? Whereas if like you had, say, like a hangman, you would say, it may, it might, it could. So you understand, it's a symbology that leads to the language. And it's the language that leads to the story. And it's the story that leads to the connection. And it's the connection that leads to the intuitive, innate nature of whoever's receiving the reading, resolving the information to their query in their own mind. It's kind of scientific in a way, but it's coated in the stardust of mysticism, and we like it. We like it like that, right? We're waking up. We're more intelligent light beings now than we ever were before, right? Hi, Nickel KC. Oh, that's still Chanel's sister. What am I doing? I thought there was a number in your name. I'm sorry. I'm a ding dong. I'm Nicole. I'm a ding dong. Don't worry. It's good. It's good. You are an Aquarius. That's great. I think I know you must have. I think you have a sister that's also Aquarius. I'm a Scorpio, and Mega Flare's a Leo, and I haven't got a lot of people's signs memorized. It's great to get to know you, but I definitely like to appreciate you. Cherry Blossom of Cancer. Great. Need more structure in your life. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. You need a mini manager. You need a little manager. Someone to tell you when to wake up and when to go to bed and when to cook lunch and what to have for lunch today. Nero's a Scorpio. There, as always. I'm glad you're here, Nero. Meow. That's your cat in the microdot? Kitty kitty. Tatiana is a Taurus. And Maya is a Taurus as well. That's great stuff. The cat's the manager now. Yeah, right. Because you got to feed them and make sure he stays fed. She or she. Right. It's really good. Hopefully it's not too dark. The studio lighting is burned down to the ground. They're just trying to get back on the mothership. Meow. It's like you're at the top of the stairs. Why would the cat walk right in front of your foot when you're right at the top of the stairs? Yeah. There's like a certain obsession that people feel with that too. Tatiana, you are ruthless, absolutely savage. Yeah, absolutely, Cherry Blossom. They certainly are. Yeah, they love you. They absolutely love you. Yeah, they're trying. It's okay. We talked about it earlier. You love them so much, but they won't smile back at you. And then as soon as you're like, I'm going to sleep, that's when they want to like jump up and down on your face and twirl around in your bed and then go over there and meow for a little while. Yeah. What's the point of that? I love you. I love you, kitty cat. It's kind of neat. Narrating my life. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't even do it for one cat. I can't. Not at a place in my life right now where I can pick up poop. But I did have kitty cats. If you go way back on my channel, there's like my mom keeps barn cats, and they have new kittens, and there's a video of like 28 or like 50 kitty cats playing in the grass. That's okay. Animals are great. Animals are awesome. You're so good. I'm an all animals person. Okay, everyone, I think we got about 15 minutes left here. Okay. Sloths. They're cute. I like the one in that. Was it the Kevin Hart movie where like all the little pets escaped and the sloth was like what was he, like a bail bondsman or something? I can't remember. I just remember the sloth being in this animated movie and cracking me up. Let's go one time into the dreams of Gaia for the end of this stream, for the end of this program. We'll set one more intention together. Your intuitive self has been through so much, dear tribe. Your intuitive self has been through so much, both good and bad, some painful, some blissful. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Nobody can be right if even just one person is wrong. Okay. It is even within our definition of things that are right or things that are good is when things that are bad or things that are wrong come to be. The less you trust someone, the more they become untrustworthy. Your intuitive self has been through so much that you come to a place of still centeredness, of balance. The balance. The inner work can become the outer work. Someone else's sadness can become your own appreciation of your own level of happiness. Not in a narcissistic or energy-sucking way, but just in a way that you say, like, I'm sorry you're having a rough go today, bud. But you know what? I put in a lot of hours of inner work. My intuitive self recognizes where you are. Namaste. I recognize your spirit. It's most unfortunate that you're there. Can I get you a coffee? Can I buy you a banana or an apple? But if you can't appreciate it, or you've been dealt a difficult hand, let me help you. Let me give you a hand up. And it's so hard for us to do it. Right? Will it bite me? Will it come back to sting me? Will it get stuck to me? Will that hurt? Do I have time for this? Can I take away from my happiness to promote happiness in someone else? It's very tough. It's almost as if you've been gifted with a very amazing secret and you want to tell it, to anybody that'll listen, to anybody that will, respond, to anyone that will be able to feel it deeper, right? But it's so hard to convey sometimes because innately, they're just not ready. They're just like, as if like a young child, a toddler, someone in their terrible twos, right? Where you pick them up and you love them and you hug them and you tickle them and you tell them that you love them, and then they throw a Hot Wheels at your head. It's okay. It only hurt for a second. It's my Hot Wheels now. Thank you for sharing it with me. Right? Your friend didn't believe you, Cherry Blossom. Yeah. So it's good. It's good. And I guess I'm just kind of hoping and wishing too. Imagine 7.4 billion of us all doing our own thing. Each one of us a star, all gathered here on this one little beach at Gaia. 7.4 billion of us. Maybe hashtag influencer means, all you're really doing is sticking out like a sore thumb, creating a weird vortex, right? But it's good when we can uplift each other and nourish one another. That's when the true healing begins. We can get there if we try. Maybe it's like what I'm feeling, a bit of this roller coaster over these 2 weeks too. Sorting through a lot of this stuff and really appreciative that you guys are here to actually like listen to it and be like, wow, this guy is crackerjacked. Right? Yeah, it would be fun. It would be fun. Just sit and watch the sunset and chat, and talk and be friends. It would be really cool. Wouldn't it be nice if we were younger? Then we wouldn't have to sneak around. A little bit. It's good. You can wiggle it. I don't think I could live my life as like a sage or a guru or it would be hard for me to teach from a place of this is what is best. Right? Because I don't even do things that are remotely close to promoting the health of all, right? I would have a very hard time accepting a Hippocratic oath in terms of new age healing, or I prefer more like lighter energies, like light worker. He's a blue collar guy. A shovel is a metaphor for progression. My hammer is a metaphor for persistence, right? Or my, wrench is a metaphor for direction, whatever it might be, right? Just keep it non-linear and abstract. When you get into some of these gurus that are like, it must be vegetarian, it must be no masturbation, it must be this, and you must sit still for 4 hours. You must. I can't get down. I can't. And it's not that it's wrong. It could be right. Like I said, 7.4 billion of us. For some, that's perfect. It's just what they needed. For others like us, it's just like we run a loose program for a reason, right? Because it's just what we need, right? Tell them, or what is it? Show them you're a tiger. Show them what you can do. The taste of Tony's Frosted Flakes brings out the tiger in you. I don't know. I just don't know. It's not real. Yeah, totally. It's not real. It's Saturday morning cartoons, really. Bubblegum music. Rainbows and lollipops. Honey, banana, nut, no. Oh, sugar, sugar, right? It's okay. We've got about 6 or 7 minutes left to be here. And I want to thank you all for being. Like some of the stuff, like Deepak had an awesome one when I very first started to when Kundalini started moving again on me for the second time. And The second time I was ready for it. First time caught me off guard. But the second time I got a very synchronistically timed lesson from Deepak just on a video I happened to grab from the library. And one of the most resonant things for me, and I'll share it, is you're not a human doing. You're not a human thinking. You're not a human feeling. You're a human being. So be more than the doing. Be more than the thinking. Be more than the feeling. It's okay to do them, but then let them go. Like the bay leaf, release them, right? Be the being. You're not a human doing, Yeah, it was really cool. I really resonated with it when I first heard that one from him. Yeah, he did a lot of work. He wrote a lot of books that help people become hashtag woke AF. And people will put that on their Instagram, but it really means look at me, right? But look at Deepak. Look at what he had to do. Look at all that he contributed. And people still tried to say, like, discredit him and all this stuff. It was, quite the time. Couldn't imagine. So enough inspiration, enough respect to the chope. I don't mind the chope. And there was an interview where Deepak Chopra, I think he was on Oprah Winfrey, and somebody in the crowd got up to ask a question, and they asked if they ever got married, if Oprah would change her name to Oprah Chopra, and she got a little bit upset, I think, which was kind of funny because they were talking about how advanced and high flying and just to relax and take it easy, but somewhere in there it stung the ego of the very successful monkey mind that she had, and I don't mind Oprah. I have nothing against her, but I just thought that is kind of funny. Somebody from the audience had this crazy dad joke, right, Maya? Just a crazy dad joke. And come on, exactly, it was hilarious if she would change her name to Oprah Chopra. But apparently it didn't go over well. So it's like we all have our levels. Nobody's there. Nobody's fully, truly at that point where it's like, well, maybe Jim Morrison or the Dalai Lama. Maybe, right? It's tough. Lord Shiva, Lord Jesus, the Buddha, all of they call them the ascended masters, right? Those that go and then come back again for us, to help us, to be with us, to chill with us, A baby llama, a mellow llama, or I think of Bill Murray, Dalai Lama, big hitter, long ball driver, and he turned to me and he said, Gunga Galunga. Like, exactly, Mike. It's like, come on, it's too much. It's too much, right? Gunga Galunga. He didn't say that. Bill Murray. Oh God. It's nice. What movie was that? The Beautiful Mind. And thank you, Tatiana. You see it here because it exists within you. If you're recognizing a beautiful mind, it means that you also have a beautiful mind. Yeah, Russell Crowe. That was the name of the movie, wasn't it? Beautiful Mind. I think so. Yeah, very much so. And thank you for your kind words, Tatiana. Just for that. Thank you for being here, Tatiana. I did almost 3/4 of the show without my microphone turned on today, and I kept going to speak into it. Yeah. I think that one was Caddyshack, Maya. I think that was Caddyshack. Groundhog Day is great too. Groundhog Day is awesome. Yeah. Bill Murray. What's up, Cherry Blossom? We got OMGs up on the board. Is everything good? You got Cats Abound? Cats Unchained? What a great way to end the program. And speaking of the end of the program, I think we've reached it for tonight. And I want to thank everybody for making May 9th just incredible. It was a gift. We unwrapped it. We played with it like a kid at Christmas. And then we got tired of it, and we're going to go on to May 10th. Open the next present. Okay? It very much is. Stop. All these things make me think of him. Yeah, oh, thanks for coming. And for anybody that was new, and Nero, I know that you're probably hanging out. You're so awesome for being here, and you stay behind the scenes, and it's really good. On to each their own. To all the beautiful ladies and to Mega Mike and Misty, thank you so much for being here. You know, if you guys see Teresa Moreau or M. Chavez out there, in other tarots and chat rooms, please give them a big hug and tell them I said hi, because I like it when people go and do their thing. But if you're missing for too long, it makes me worry and think about you and want to give you a hug. Absence makes that heart grow so much fonder. It's true. For the people. Thanks, Nero. I kind of had a feeling you were still hanging out. Am I a medium? I don't know. Did you hear about there was a really psychic individual, and he was imprisoned, and he was only maybe 4'8" or 4'9". Anyways, he was small enough and psychic enough that he was able to escape from maximum security. And the call came out on the radio, and they were like, Charlie Echo 1-2, we have a small medium at large. Just one last dad joke from Maya. Okay, so that was fun. And it's been a great day. And we'll see you all tomorrow, okay? Good night, everyone.